All right, folks, little classic wax. I'm on the, I'm seeing if it's how the photo is. You know me. I'm on the YouTube before we crack open the box. There we go. It's rolling. Nice. All right, and I hear myself. Anyway, so we'll get right to the classic wax box here. Should probably have a little opener ready. That would have been a good idea. So I got the little classic wax. I've seen other people have this. I found them. I don't know. I mean, you know how this is. And I've been enjoying it, as you can see, opening up these things. It's fun. Brings you back to my youth. Maybe brings back to your youth. I'm assuming. Like, who's really want to be loving rated rookies and little trophy cards? All right. See what we got in here. 89 score. 91 Fleer. Nice. Get some Donruss. I think this is probably a 91. Maybe an 89. I don't know. They all look the same to me. Donrusses. Tops. 91 Fleer. Or 90 Fleer, I should say. 93 Fleer. 85 Fleer. Some Stadium Club. Could be 87 Donrusses. More score. Some O-Pee-Chee. Upper Deck. Score. Score. Oh, classic. Here we go. Some 90s. I feel the gum in there. We'll go with the 88, 91, 86 tops. 86 Donruss. Nice. I'll put the 86 over there. What was the other one? 80. No, 86. We'll put that. That's a little vintagey, right, for us. 85 Fleer is kind of old. Guessing these are like the 88s. More Upper Deckers. Stadium Clubs. Leafs. Look at these little guys. Yearbook stickers. I see. Oh, look at that. Richie P's in the chat. You know I'm watching myself as I do this, Rich. More 89. I have to say, I like the 89 Fleers. I think they look all right. 94 tops. Donruss. 92s. Another 91 Fleer. Donruss. Is that 89? 90. Tops. Some more 90s. 88 and a 90. And this is a the Fleer over there. That one over there. Scores. Put score with the score. All right. Upper Deck. Try to organize these a little bit. And have fun trying to crack these open here. All right, where should we start? Where are we going to start, Richie? In the chat, I see you, Richie P. Me and you. Hang on, we got the 86 tops, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. These, I'm bad. I think this is a 91, if I remember correctly. That's a 89, 88, 87, another 88, then 90. The heavy 91. All right, I'm trying to remember my colors. So the Fleers, we got 88, 91, 89. I like the 89s, I told you. I don't know, call me crazy. Now a bunch of scores. Probably start the newer score. What do we got? 91, 90, 92, 88, 89. No, we always we'll probably start with the older ones first, right? So 91, 93, or the older meaning newest. I don't even know what year that is. I'm probably gonna start the stadium clubs first. Let's do stadium clubs. Why not? Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens there. Who we have? In the box with us. Who do we have in the box? Ronnie Karkovice. Greg Jeffries. Dennis Boyd. Mike Harkey. John Marzano. Moises Alou. Dennis Rasmussen. Tom Brunansky. Stan Javier. Joe Girardi and Incaviglia. Nothing to really write home about there. We'll move on. So I got 2 of these boxes. I'll do one today. I don't know. I think tomorrow I'm going to do the 89 Donruss box. I got a couple 89 Donrusses. Of course, you got like Griffey in there. I think like Randy Johnson's in that one. Of course, you got like Donnie Baseball. We'll be looking for. You got focus. All right, Lee Smith. We'll take it. Hall of Famer. Kirby Puckett. Hall of Famer, we'll take it. We'll put these guys to the side. Butch Henry, Calvin Jones. Info card, Mark Langston, Greg Colburn, Pedro Estacio, Arthur Rhodes, George Brett. All right, we'll take a George Brett. Hall of Fame action. Tom Candiotti, Tim Acosto, Eddie Zosky, and Lance Blankenship. Ending with a Galarraga. You know what? I'll keep a Galarraga out. I kind of like Galarraga. I'll put him to the side there just because sometimes when I go through the cards at first, obviously you got to separate like what I do. I don't know what anybody else does. It's been a while since I got a lot of cards, but obviously you have your Hall of Famers and I think your favorite guys you like, right? And then kind of do the old what if piles with your Juan Gonzalez's and guys who you grew up with in the 80s and 90s. Your Doc Goodins, Mike Harkey, Matty Noakes. I met Matt Noakes. That's having a Yankee game on. He was friendly. Little guy, shorter than me. Norm Charlton, Nasty Boys, Dennis Rasmussen, Wallace Johnson, Joe Bover, Donnie Slug, Frank Thomas. Take a little Frankie Thomas. Man, look how little that guy looks. He looks thin. He doesn't look like the Big Hurt. Here's this one. Is this like a rookie card? 90. It's got to be his rookie, right? Because the only guy is Sarasota numbers on the back. I don't even know what I'm looking for in that pack. That's what I do when you don't know what year it was. Stoudemire, Dennis Lamp, and we have a puzzle piece. You forget when these guys played. At least I do. I mean, the years, I don't know what card I'm looking for. What we got on the back there? Tony Perichica. Anybody? I don't know. I remember that guy. John Olerud, Oral Hershiser, Rob Mauer, Jeff McNeely, Cliff Young, Gary Gaetti. There's a Palmero. I'll put him with the Galarraga, the old what could have been pile. Ben McDonald. A lot of hype on him back in the day. Mike Greenwald, another guy. You would have loved to get him back in the day, right? He was decent numbers. Not this year, though. 146 games, 9 homers. Jeff Plimpton. Brian Barnes, Bobby Ojeda. Chris Donalds, and Reggie Jefferson. What do we got this one here? 93 Upper Deck. 93 Upper Deck. You know what? I'm interrupting the show. If you're watching, I apologize. You know me. I do wacky things sometimes here. We do it live. Why not? Try to get some people to come in and say hello. All right, we're gonna roll into this one. All right, we got here Mike McFarland, Pedro Estachio, Pat Listes. Well, we got a man down. Devon White. You know, if I was like a kid, I'm just a big kid now. Joe Bover. These cards, I mean, they're really nice. Like they're glossy. But, you know, something they. Joe Grau, Casey Candell, I didn't mention. Shawan Dunston, Ron Darling. There's a Sammy Sosa coming up next. We got here. We got a little Hall of Fame Tony Gwynn card. Say it ain't Sammy Sosa. Riel Cormier. Jim Tatum, star rookie card. And a Chipper, star rookie. It's a nice one, I think. I don't know. Let me know what you think. What do we got here? We got any good things rolling out here? It's like I said, folks. If you're talking baseball cards to me, I'm gonna roll out. We want like 84 Mattingly and Ripkins and Doc Goodins, stuff like that. Bo Jackson card. Who's this? I don't even know who this is. Dave Parker. Scott Aldred. Johnny Ray. Mike Hartley. Padres. Doug Jones. Eric King. Wayne Edwards. Walt Weiss. Stan Belinda. Darren Lewis. Chris Gwynn. Andy Hawkins. Steve Avery. That's a very sophisticated look for Steve Avery there. Todd Hundley and Greg Briley. '94 Topps, Series 1. All right, that's all right, Richie. I'm having fun doing this, whether there are people here or not. It's just nice to share. Ooh, these cards like stuck together. Star rookie, Scott Ruffcorn. All right. Melvin Nieves, all jazzed up because they're so glossed together and sticking together. That's all right. Malito Perez, Bob Wickman. Tom Urbani, Scott Livingstone, Charles Nagy, Roberto Mejia, Bob McDonald, Darryl Boston, Mel Rojas, and Scott Brocious. Primero Peaches up next. Let's see how they come in. Primero Peaches. At least it won't be stuck together like that other Topps pack. Let's see what we have here. Barry Bonds. So please don't be still. Of course, he's not stuck together. Well, Trevor Hoffman. All right, hold on. So we got a nice Bonds card. Nice Bonds. You put him in the Hall of Fame pile. Trevor Hoffman. Another 90s legend. We'll put him over there. Bill Kruger. Graham Lloyd. Mike Hampton. I'm going to Colorado for the schools. Spike Owen. A double Graham Lloyd and a double Mike Hampton. And a double Spike Owen. Really? Oh, Peachy? I mean, I guess we're happy we got Bonds, right? We got a Bonds in there and this Trevor Hoffman's all right. 92 Upper Decks. See how these fellas look. Jim Abbott. Nolan Ryan. I'll take a little Hall of Famer Nolan Ryan card. Todd Zeal. Jim Eisenreich. Mo Vaughn. Chuck Grimm. Jimmy Jones. Maddox. Rod Nichols. Jeff Bagwell. Nice little Bagwell card. Not a bad haul in this one. Eric Davis, you got to put him. We'll put him with the little what could have been pile of legends of days gone by. Your Rafael Palmeiro, your Galarraga. You know, we'll add him into those things. Matt Williams. I think I had Matt Williams at bottom. Matt almost had a nice little career. I'll put him with the 90s guys. 90s studs back in the day. Francisco Olivares. Mo Sanford. And a Mark Williamson. What do we got? Donruss Series 2 92s. Jesse Barfield. Guy had a cannon as an arm. Dave Henderson. Billy Spears. Scott Leyes. Mike Deverex. I say Deverex, folks. I'm kidding. I know it's Devereaux. Lenny Harris. Bill Landrum. We got a checklist. Mark Lewis. Greg Gagne. Leo Gomez. Rod Nichols, Orlando Merced, John Ramos, rated rookie, and a Bagwell. We got another Bagwell. We'll take a little Bagwell action. He plays the bag very well. Head to the score next. Do the scores. Lee Smith. Oh boy, here we go. Yeesh. Lee Smith's pretty good. We'll throw Lee Smith over there. Joe Klink. Ruben Amaro. He'll be in the GM Hall of Fame. He goes in the GM pile. Like going through the old cards, you should get a pile of old managers. Chris Gomez. What do we got here? Gary Thurman. Gold Rush. Torey Luvello, Spanky Mike LaValliere, Alex Arias, rookie, Brian Jordan, Wade Boggs. We should move Boggsy over here, right, with Lee Smith? Guy's an all right player. Mike Machina, decent guy. Travis Fryman. Fryman was a nice little player. This would have been a great box back in '92. Greg Jeffries, you're holding out hope for that he turned into an all-star, and a little Pudge Rodriguez. A couple of Hall of Famers in that pack. '91 score. Series 1. Whoa, right on top. A Griffey. And a Will Clark and a Nolan Ryan. Are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3 off the top. I mean, even that, like, I got a John Franco in the pack. I was an all-star. I'd be happy with this pack. In 90, how old was that when 91? 15, 16 years old? I'll put this, 1929 World Series. Franco, rookie prospect. You're thinking maybe one of these guys hit for us. Although we saw it. Darren Lewis had careers. Mike LaValliere again. Paul O'Neill. There's someone in my little YouTube, on a Facebook page, the Past the Live page that likes Paul O'Neill. So we'll put that over there for that guy. Ken Anderson, Jose DeLone, Bill Gluckson, Mike Jeffco. I'm thinking Jim Jeffco from Dallas Cowboys. Walt Weiss and Tim Burke. Man, but how about that, right? 1, 2, 3, these guys off the top. Are you kidding me? Wow. Nice. See, I'm all excited for that. No matter what happens in these next dozen packs, or how many we got left? 15 packs. Who even knows? We got Ripken on the bottom, but not the guy we're looking for. Jay Howell, Rafael Balliard, Ted Power, Enjoy Mulholland, Jim DeShays, Matt Murillo, Jeff Blauser, Joe Oliver, Bob Malacki, Joey Cora, Gilbert Reyes, Navarro, Jim Acker, Bill Dorn, Ivan Calderon. Again, Calderon didn't have a bad career. I think he's hitting about 15 homers, not bad. 15 homers, 75 RBIs across the board. Respectable. His average wasn't that great, but. Another one after midday money today. Yeah, maybe we'll do the Donruss. We'll do the Donruss big box. See if we can find that Griffey and Randy Johnson over there. All right, more score 90s. We got Gerald Young, Lee Smith, pretty good guy. Lenny Harris, no relation to Greg Harris. Derek Lilliquist, Doyle Alexander. Put these little guys over here. Wade Boggs, I don't know. Rumor had it he could hit. Wallace Johnson, Ramon Martinez, Mike Henneman, Paul Kilgus, Lance Mullenix, Blaine Beatty, Mike Rossler, and Dave Island. Anchoring that 90 Yankee staff. Was that like Stump Merrill running the show back in the 90s then? Oy. Oscar Zokar. Oh, those Yankees. Wade Taylor. You know, when I first saw these, because I wasn't buying Score in 1990. I was still like just basically Topps guy. But when I saw these, I initially looked at them when I first saw them, and I would think this was like kind of like a Fleer look to it, but it was a Score. Corey Schneider, would have been happy him. You kind of like Corey Schneider. Bob Horner, Spike Owen, Dickie Thon, Kevin Bass, Eddie Whitson, Scott Bales, Jerry Reed, Adley Hammaker, Sil Campuzio, Roberto Kelly, Al Newman. We got a rookie, David West, Buddy Bell, and John Tudor. All right. We will move on. We will move on like we do. Donnie Baseball right on top. We'll take it. We'll take a Donnie Baseball. And look, we got a Galarraga. We'll put the Galarraga over there with our 90s guys. Kevin McReynolds, Junior Ortiz, Jeff Russell, Kevin Elster, rookie prospect. Boy, he wasn't. No. Kevin Gross, Jay Aldrich, Brian Fisher was another young, I think he was a Yankee guy, right? Tommy John. Oh, Doc Gooden. Put a Doc over here. The old wood could have been pile. Joe Bover, 87 highlights, Vince Coleman. John Morris, Jim Eisenreich, and Ron Renicky. All right, we're going to move to the tops. Definitely some gum damage to the back here, even though he's on the front. I don't know how that worked, but not throwing those on the carpet until I get them all, get the gum together. Randy Milligan, Jeff Reed, Phil Plantier, Canseco. You don't put the Canseco with what could have been guys. Tommy Herr, Al Newman, Juan Samuel, Steve Farr, Jose De Jesus, Kevin Gross, Sam Horn, Rock Raines, Bob Rogers, Future Star, Lance Dixon, and a Matt Noakes. I love the Future Star cards, whether they were from, not just the Future Star, but the Raider rookies, all the little crown guys, the gold cups. Always nice to see those, and makes you think how many times there's a lot of misses in drafts, whether it be NFL, college football, or NFL, college football guys going to NFL, or NBA. Uribe, Jim Clancy, Don Slaught, Pete O'Brien, Rafael Santana, Jose Rijo. Kevin Seitzer, Omar Vizquel, Eddie Murray, pretty good guy. Mike Felder. Eddie Murray was a good player. Frank DePino, Joe McGrain, Dave Gallagher. Easy Eddie. Steady Eddie. Just got it done. Yeesh. Poor Dennis Lamp. I'll have to play with Dennis Lamp later. But we got a Reggie turn back the clock. We'll take a little Reggie action. These guys are kind of stuck together. Danny Tartable, there we go. A little gold cup Danny Tartable. Jeff Calhoun, Garth Eorg, Juan Nieves, Eddie Lynch, Damasco Garcia. He was an all-star for the Blue Jays back in the day. Pat Tabler, Mickey Tettleton, Terry Forrester, Dwight Evans, El Capi, El Presidente there, Danny Martinez, Jeff Lottie, George Bamberger, Jerry Royster. 88 tops. We got Jeff Montgomery, Mitch Webster, Claudel Washington, Mike Hart, Rick Shue, Old Willie Randolph, another Gold Cup Seitzer, Jose Guzman, Robbie Thompson, Rick Roden, Rafael Ramirez, little record breakers. There's a Nolan Ryan. We'll put that over there. Dave Anderson. We go to, let's go do the Don Russes. Candiotti, Russell, Tony Fernandez, Danny Cox, Ben Ogilvy, John Cangelosi, Kevin McReynolds, Matt Snell, Darren Dalton, Alan Trammell. Here's a 80s superstar, Dave Alley, Bob Welsh, Reggie Williams, Ron Oyster, and a little Hall of Famer in purple 11. Burt be home by 11. Not bad with this little classic box from Classic Wax. Al Newman. There's a little Glavin. We'll take a little Glavin to the side. Keith Hughes, Dougie Sisk, checklist. Ruben Sierra. I like Ruben Sierra. Eddie Williams. What do we got here? Stan the Man. We'll put that over there. Alvin Davis, nice little first baseman back in the day. Geronimo Baroa. Damon Berryhill, Bob Melvin, Jay Bell, and a Todd Stottlemyre. Let's see who's up next. Mickey Hatcher leading off the show today. Rick Cerrone, Willie Randolph, Dave Bergman, Wally Backman, R.C. Gonzalez, Ivan Calderon, Rick Russell. There's a Paulie O'Neill. I got to put that to the side for a guy in the Facebook page. I got a stack of Paulies for him. I put actually a couple of them in sleeves because they were like right out of packs. Gene Larkin, Dave Steed, Alvin Davis, Chris Carpenter, Al Nipper, Coney. I should have put him in the 80-90 legend pile. Your childhood hero group. Alrighty, leading off, Renee Gonzalez, Herm Winningham, Ron Hassey, Gary Lucas, Tom Pagnazzi, Ty Gainey, Steve Jeltz, Rasmussen, Rob Nelson, Darnell Coles, Don Robinson, Pete Smith, Frank DePino, Hojo, and a Bill Wilkinson. Alrighty. Chip Hale. There's a Rafi Palmero. We got to put him with the 90s what could have been. Look at this. Ventura also. He'll go to the 80s, 90s pile of guys who are really good, but they're just kind of like average since everybody was kind of good in those days. Storm Davis, Pat Sheridan, Mike Felder, Andre Thomas, Jim Acker, R.J. Reynolds, Randy Myers, Eric Doran. Speaking of guys, the old what could have been Eric Davis. Eric Doran. I'm going to put him over there. Gino Petrocelli, Kevin Bass. So I don't know if any of you guys have the Out of the Park Baseball. Have you ever heard of it? I don't know. It's a pretty cool little game. And I'll start like in 1984, obviously. And we started, not looking too good there. George Brett, right on top, Hall of Famer. We'll take him. Put him over there with that chipper young card we got. Oil Can Boyd, Lloyd Mosby. Anyway, so on Outside the Park, I'll start in 84, and I give like Madden Lee Always Health and like Eric Davis. There's a Canseco. Here we go. Speaking of 80s guys, Leo Gomez, Chris James, Cam Diddy, another guy. Donnie Paul, Randy Myers, Nasty Boys, Brian Harvey had a nice little career. Mark Race, nice little ball player there. John Dobson and Pete Harnich. Would have been happy with that pack in 1991. All right, we'll head on over to the Fleers. We'll go this way with the fleeters. And then we'll get to the 86, 86, 85s. We'll wrap it up. Ay. This pack is Doug Drabeck, Mike Magnati, Al Osuna, Greg Harris. There's a Greg Maddux. Signed by Braves. What? Oh, it's an updated card. I'm like, what? As a side, if I can signature. I was like, who knew it was a signature card? Edgar and Robin Young. All right, I'll put that. That's a nice looking card. You know, the difference. Listen, it's 10 years from 83 to 93, but even from 87 to 93, just the style of these things and the look. Jim Pena, Mike Stanley, Jose Mesa, Jim Tatum, Ed Sprague, Larry Anderson, Randy Bush, and a Sean Berry. Oh, the stickers. Love the stickers. Nice little Eric Davis. Where's my Eric Davis? Wally World. Again, in 1991, you get an Eric Davis on top and a Wally Joyner. You're looking good. It's the youngster area. You think the moon, to the moon with him. Keith Miller, Kevin Romine, Ripken, little Hall of Famer. We'll put him over there. Randy O'Neill, Tom Edens, Johnny Ray, Danny, again, Tartable, Fry, a Ventura card. You know, you're happy with that pack in 1991. At least I'd be. Maybe I'm just a simple guy. Nice Brave stickers. Put that over there. I love the best part about opening your own packs are the stickers. I don't know what to do with them. I'm going to save. I don't want to waste them. Put them on something. Jeff Conine, Greg Graybeck, Greg Harris, Dwight Smith, a little Wizard of Oz, Larkin and Bonilla. I gotta say, Fleer with this yellow. Holy cow, this is like an atrocious looking card. Von Hayes, Gary Pettis, Charlie Leibrandt, and a Jeff Pico. Wow, those 91, those cards are brighty, bright. So we got here Lemmer, Vance Law, Randy Thomas, Terry Peddleton, Tommy Gregg, Terry Poole, the Shields and Grimsley prospect card. Toronto Shields are a nice player. Stevie Sachs, Pat Clemens, Kurt Floyd, Sean Holman. Not much going on here. Spuds McKenzie, Chris Sabo, Willie Wilson, and a Rob Murphy. It's a nice, sharp-looking baseball card from, was that 89? Tracy Woodson, Mike Stanley. There's a Rock Reigns. We'll take a Rock Reigns. Kurt Stillwell had a lot of hope. Who do we got here? Scott Service and Shane Turner prospect card. Claudel, another Kevin Gross. Paul Kilgus, Al Hall, father-son, Roberto and Sandy Alomar. It's a nice one. Bob Boone, Dwayne Ward, Don Baylor, Steve Jeltz, and a Musselman. Blue Jays. I like these cards. I don't think these look too bad. Tony Pena, Dwight Evans, Ross Jones, Bob McClure, Sammy Stewart, Manny Trio, Calderon, slugging sophomores, Wally Joyner and Corey Schneider, Jim Dwyer, Glenn Davis, Mike Morgan, Doyle Alexander, Chris Gwynn, and Pete Smith. All right. Let's go with 86 tops. Walt Terrell, Len Barker, Pete Vukovich, Mark Hall, Enos Cable, Steve Trout, Donnie Robinson, Chris Pitaro, Wayne Tallison, Pat Corrales, Mets leader, Bill Doran, Mike Morgan, John Christian, and a Jim Frey. Not much going on there. Donruss, 86. Brian Downing. There's a Rosie. Hey, Rosie. Ron Meredith. Denny Gonzalez. Claudel Washington. Eric DeRed. We'll put Eric with his brothers over there. Bobby Meacham. Junior Ortiz. Bud Black. Damasco Garcia. Mark Langston. A checklist. Jack Clark. And a Calvin Schiraldi. 85 Fleer. Let's see what we got here. I'll move some of these guys out of the way. I left them up there because of the gum. I didn't want to throw it on the ground. And I ended up putting the Donruss packs there. Dave Mayer. Randy Johnson. Oh, look at that Randy Johnson. Oh, no, not that Randy Johnson. Bill Campbell. George Brett. Little Hall of Famer. We'll take it. Nice. Hubie Brooks. Tim Flannery. Mike Mason. Jeff Reardon. Brett Butler. The Hawk. Greg Pryor. Roy Lee Jackson. Jerry Rice. George Bell. And a Greg Brock. Stickers. Terry Kennedy, Steve Bedrosian, a Kirby Puckett, a Steve Bedrosian, and a George Bell. All right. So, a little recap of what we got done here. So we had the Andre Dawson, George Brett, Pete Rose, the Roberto Sandy Alomar card, I think's nice. Rock Reigns, Bobby Will Markin. Again, I kind of like that card. Ozzie Smith, Ripken, George Brett, Stan Musial, Gwen, Bly 11, a Trammell. Of course, you got Nolan Ryan, turn back the clock. Nice chipper card there. We got the Maddox, turn back the clock, and Eddie Murray, Donnie Baseball, Bogsy, Lee Smith. How about Griffey, Will Clark, and Ryan all 1, 2, 3 in a pack? Little Pudge, Bogsy, another Lee Smith, a Musina, Bagwell, Maddox, Nolan Ryan. I like Trevor Hoffman. I put him out. You know, I put my 80, 90 guys there. Bonds, Gwen, nice little Frank Thomas. Again, the Eric Davis. You know, we go for some old school 80s, 90 guys. Canseco, Ventura, rated rookie, Palmeiro. You know, Rock Reigns. There's another Eric Davis, Canseco. Again, these are just little, I like to say my childhood guys. Doc Gooden, we got a Brett, Puckett, another like Lee Smith. Like here we go, Galarraga, Matt Williams, Eric Davis, you know, Palmeiro, stuff like that. Stupid, I to save them, I get it, but we're just having fun. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.